Welcome back, YouTube. Here we are again with another certified banger. We got more FNAF for you. That's right, Five Nights at Freddy's with more game theory. And this time it's called Burn Them All. That sounds really dramatic and I'm kind of scared. But we gonna get straight into it. I'm here with my best friend Coma as we dive into more FNAF content. Hi. And we're also live over on Twitch. I stream every single day at Aliciaxlife. You're currently watching Aliciaxdeath, the YouTube channel. Aliciaxlife is where we stream live every day. And that's about wraps it up. I hope you hit the like button, subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Defeat the algorithm quads. Link to the original video is in the description below. Let's get it.
Hello, Internet!
Welcome
to Game Theory
lot,
and page 20 of our final FNAF timeline. This is getting ridiculous. Last time we covered William Afton's rise as a serial killer, how the loss of his young son in 1983 caused him to make one fateful promise that would
William
serve as his driving force for decades.
Who to buy the 87?
Back together, fueled by
Jim
grief
spamming
and
that last
obsession.
time was
Afton
great.
would lose himself in work and drinks. One night in a fit of rage,
Just like me, for real.
lashes out against Henry.
I mean, not like me. I would never do that.
Are you okay?
The drinking part was me. I don't know about the other part. That was I. I don't have a fit of rage and lash out and kill somebody's daughter.
Okay.
My fault.
I'm just
We're not the same.
I'm gonna just shake a bitch. Fuck it, I guess.
Henry's young daughter Charlie, his first murder. This moment becomes the first domino to fall in a long sequence of events that ultimately destroys William's life and the lives of
Kinda
those
looks like
around
Yamcha,
him.
low-key.
That one murder gives
Because she laid on the ground
Yeah.
dead?
Yeah.
Because he gets his ass knocked out so much?
I mean, that's my boy. You know, he did his thing. At least for part of the series, you know, he's doing something.
Motherfucker got cooked.
Yeah, getting cooked. I mean, that's his job. You know, that's his character. Getting cooked. My fault. I'm like,
It's
off track.
Yeah. YouTube comments don't hate him. He's trying. He's just a little distracted bean.
taste for blood, resulting in the deaths of 10 more children across 2 different pizzerias. Those children go on to possess animatronics, giving
At least it's a nice even number.
10?
We like the number.
9 is too bad. It's too bad. You know, he has 4 animatronics.
You gotta like even it out. You gotta like round it up. You know.
Like if I said I killed like 19, it's like, man, I guess I gotta kill 1 more. You know, just in case, just to make it even. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
I don't like these uneven numbers, bro.
Afton his first exposure to Remnant and the potential solution for bringing his son back to life. The need to learn more about this miraculous power leads him to produce the Funtime animatronics, as well as their capture devices. Robots designed to bring kids to him for experimentation and collection of more Remnant.
I mean...
So he be, oh no! I thought the baby thing was just one. If he literally made more robots, said, actually, guys, please just let me eat the children in half and then just collect their souls. What? What?
There was one thing that he didn't
He's
account
sick.
for, his daughter's curiosity. He made the robots too appealing, and it would cost him Elizabeth's life. Now with 2 children to put back together, Afton was more desperate and crazed than ever, returning to defunct pizzerias to steal the...
Yeah, we still gonna talk about how his wife is sitting in front of a television totally dissociating right now?
She lost 2 kids. Oh
Bruh.
my god! I don't how you cope with that. It's just like my husband murdered both of them on accident. Low-key. Both of them are his fault. His son unmonitored like did something stupid, and then my husband was there when it happened, and my daughter. I don't know how that happened. How does that happen?
Like, at what point would you just be the mom and be like, get these fucking kids away from him? Just get these kids
I
away
would have
from him.
left. Like you said, no, I'm so depressed. I'm like, I'm depressed enough. I got 1 more left. I'm not letting you kill this one. Run away.
And he's traumatizing the other kid in the room. The one that's like, has like all the scary shit in the hallways to like keep him locked in his room.
Stay there. I'm like, oh my god.
Jesus, man.
PTSD. He's not getting comedy out of that one. He's just getting trauma.
Yep.
What did he gain?
Divorce him, get half, bitch. Do not stay with him. Please.
Shit, he ain't got no. He burned the damn pizzeria down. He good. He don't got no money.
No, it's okay. He got insurance on that. Right?
He did?
I mean, like, think about it though, right?
I thought him and the other co-founder were got a low key because he's like kind of dead at this point, right? Like he died.
Oh,
he died
true. Yeah, because inside the suit. Yeah. Fuck.
Damn, that's Henry's money now. W. Henry.
the possessed metal still living inside their walls. What he didn't account for, though, were the ghosts, forcing him to pay
Nah, he's still making cash. He owns his own chain.
the sins of his past. When
Damn,
last we left
sickening.
him, William was spring-locked, bleeding to death behind a secret wall. Gone, but certainly not forgotten.
Yes,
We're about to
sir.
see in today's video. Today, we're finishing up Chapter 2 of our...
Question, Coma. If you were William Afton, how many kids do you think you killing and getting away with?
Fuck. I mean, I thought about this in the first video. I didn't want to say it though.
Oh shit, really?
I was like, damn. If I was him, I'd probably do like, I think I could probably kill like 15 low key. 15 without getting caught.
Yeah, I think
Depending on the
anything over
ages, though, they gotta be like little kids though. They can't be like 10-year-olds low key, because 10-year-olds, they kind of fight back, you know. I don't want to. They'd be like 6 or something, you know. Like lure them up and then just whap them, you know. Put their bodies in like a
All
little.
right, this conversation might get us in jail, bro. Hold up,
I'm not saying I would do it. I would never do that type of stuff. But if I was him, this is how I do it, you know. I'm not sus. I'm just saying 3 or 4 is too easy. You can do that shit. I mean, that's easy. That's light.
I mean, honestly, the younger they are, they can barely balance their own bodies.
They can't move like that. Hey, get a little little lollipop. He'd come to you right quick. Easy, bro.
Okay.
You wander off. I'm just saying, it's easy. Like, I'm sorry,
officer. He's right here. Okay.
I swear, I'm a regular guy. Oh God.
Anxious laughter
Afton
continues.
era. Over the next 6 pages, we switch our focus to the other main character of the franchise.
I'm not
Mike,
Afton
a
Chan.
young boy dealing with the fallout of a stupid...
Yeah, this motherfucker. Oh yeah,
Mike.
hold on. Who'd you say? Oh, Afton Chan. Did you say Afton Chan?
No.
I'm just double taking that.
My fault. I'm not Afton Chan.
Let's be honest here. Mike a piece of shit though. You know
He
what?
is, but like,
I don't think
doing it
he's-
to your little brother is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's never that. I mean, I fight with my brothers and stuff like that, but like, I don't think anyone ever put me in like some bodily harm situation. Like, hey guys, let's do this.
Like,
Nah, that's insane.
the moment
That's
you see
insane.
like your younger sibling crying, I feel like,
Like-
you have it in you to be like, oh shit, you know what? This might be a bit too far. Like,
Yeah.
right?
Or I'm always gonna like, you fear trouble. Like, he's gonna tell mom if I do this, low key, or dad. I'm like, I don't want any trouble like that. And I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna ride my bike, you know, play the games
Yeah, I don't want
Crazy.
I don't want to get put in my room. God damn it! Like,
with them damn nightmare demons.
yeah. So like,
Help!
I mean, like, I know that they kind of painted it so it's like he's traumatized after he did that to his own brother, right?
Mhm.
I think the level of traumatizing that his own bedroom is now is fucked up, bro.
Yeah, it's on
I
the
don't
same
know.
level.
I don't
It's like, how does
agree
this
with
guy
that
grow up?
fallout.
Does he grow up actually? I just realized that. Or is he the same kid? Or I guess he does stay alive through all this. Just years go by.
Yeah, I mean, his siblings are dead, and his mom is like a husk of what she used to be, and his dad full on a serial killer. So I don't know what.
Yeah,
This motherfucker messed up too.
The afterline ends here. Ends with him.
Oh
GG.
shit! Yeah, it's not continuing for sure. He is
Thank God.
decision with
Not
tragic
okay.
consequences. A young
Damn.
man whose life is best described as collateral damage, caught in the blast radius of William's whirlwind of destruction. Now, before we begin, let me just rip off the
That was
band-aid
crazy.
now. We won't be finishing the timeline today. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to, but
Daijobu?
covering FNAF VR, AR, and Security Breach wound up taking me an additional 9 pages of script. And I've already had to
no.
wait long enough for this part, so I just had to make the executive call to break this one
the
up into
only
two.
way
Don't
I would
worry, that
ever
part
do
is
VR is if I did it with you. There's no way. I would never.
definitely do VR.
You would?
I want to do. I would definitely do. It's fun. I want to do it. I need to get a headset for it, but I want to play something. You know, play some really good. But I also want to do a horror game in VR, just to see how it is. You know,
Dude,
I see some Roblox ones that are kind of fun in VR. So,
bro, oh god, that's gonna. I just got my new headset, so I have a Valve Index.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's.
Oh
Hey.
god, we're gonna be doing VR content. Oh god.
It's already
Let's
written, it is already
go.
recorded, it is just in the process of being edited. It is a hefty episode. So mark it on your calendar. That one's actually going to be going live on March 25th. It's also coming complete with a live talk back where we go back over everything from the past couple episodes, as well as having ourselves some very special guests.
That's
so
cool.
overall, that one
Neat.
should be a lot of fun. Fair
Aye.
warning though, the conclusions we've reached that solve Security Breach, whew, they are controversial. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that we've locked in on a lot of the answers here, but they're gonna raise a lot of discussion.
Didn't he just make
But-
another video too about FNAF? I saw.
I'm not sure about a new video, but I know a lot of people said the fourth video of the series. We're on the third one right now. The fourth video of the
Mm.
series is super wrong, and people were really upset about it. And they're like, Alicia, don't watch it. It's wrong. And I don't know.
You gonna
So
watch it? It's right. It's probably right.
I mean, y'all just let me know in
Right.
the comments what you think if I should watch it or not, because I don't know. Y'all sometimes a little aggressive about FNAF, so y'all figure it out for me. I don't
Not my
know.
murder puppets. My murder puppets are. I'm like, oh, guys, they're cartoons. Remember the cartoon? Chill.
I don't think we would be worshiping them if they were real, though. For real. Oh God.
I mean, I'd be scared. If they were real, I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what
I'm
though?
done.
There are
Mm.
hybristophiliacs. Do you know what that is?
What is that?
People who fetishize murders and serial killers.
Oh no, you're insane. I'm not gonna. You're a little insane. You gotta chill.
Yeah,
They're
motherfuckers.
not.
Those are real.
Hey, listen, I love a little dark and depravity like anybody else. You know, I love my darkness, but we're not going that far. I'm not idolizing these guys. These guys are sick.
Yeah, the
They
moment
did some heinous stuff.
they're real life moffuckers, I ain't fucking with it. Like, you know, like if it's an
Right.
anime or you're in my video games, I'm down. That's fun. That's like just creative writing and stuff. The moment you real life person, mm-mm,
So
mm-mm.
you actually murdered like 4 kids? Oh, yeah, you should probably be euthanized, brother. I don't think you should be walking around with us.
Exactly.
You gotta go.
Also, Coleman,
Oh,
stop teaching them tactics on how to do it. Thank you.
my fault, guys. My fault. I'm just saying, like, if I was Afton, you know, it's a hypothetical.
It's a
It doesn't
hypothetical.
exist, you
Yeah,
know?
it's a game
Yeah.
hypothetical. Yeah.
I would never do that to anybody. Like
Mhm.
on the realest, on the highest of keys.
Mhm.
I don't got it. I don't got that dog in me to kill people. No, sir.
Thanks
I
for
get
the
disgusted
clarification.
immediately.
Thanks for clarifying, Hobie. Much appreciated.
No, sir. I'm not a murderer. Shit. I
I'm-
fight you though.
I feel like if it was a necessity for me to kill somebody,
Like somebody trying to kill me, I'd have enough. Like, so I kill somebody I know, I'm like, I'd fight back and probably.
I don't
do
think I
that
would
to
fight
them, but,
back.
like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. If somebody tried to attack me, I freeze up. That's my thing. I freeze up.
Oh no,
Mhm.
I got too much zeal. I'm like, I am not dying to know what motherfucker trying to kill me. Fuck that. I'm gonna kill you.
I got no fight
No.
or flight, bro. I just shut down. I'm like,
Shit,
that's
you
it.
better shit. I got you then. I'll come over. I'm like,
Yeah, beat their
get 'em
ass.
off you. I do it for the team, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, I
That's
see
right.
somebody getting hurt. I'm not gonna let it happen. That's crazy. But
All right, back onto our video. Let's go.
Let's just
Yes,
say
sir.
you're either gonna love that episode or hate it. I don't really think there's gonna be much in between
Damn.
with that one. Anyway,
Oh.
without any further ado,
Jeez.
let's cover a chunk of the timeline that's a lot less controversial. Let's meet Mike.
Hi, Mike.
hey, this
William
editing for
still
this video is
wasn't
kind of
that
crazy too.
weird.
Yeah,
Michael
I like
knew
it.
his father sometimes traveled for work, disappearing for days on end, but usually there was some sort of notice, a phone call, a post-it, something. It's not like Michael and his father were close, far from it. But as a household of 2 suffering men coping with years of tragedy and loss, there was at least some element of communication between the two of them. They were united by a name
Yeah.
and a shared pain. This time though, things felt different. William had left nothing. His absence was longer. There were no check-ins, no updates, just silence.
That's when he was
Something
dead.
had happened. If there was one thing Michael knew about his father, it was that he had contingencies, safety checks, backup plans. His father was a careful and guarded man. He held his cards close to his chest, and as such, William had prepared him in the event that something like this ever happened. Normally, his father kept his home office locked, but in the event of an unexpected, prolonged absence, Michael had been instructed to enter his father's office and look behind an empty set of shelves mounted in the corner of the room.
Ooh,
Oh, this is creepy. Oh, what you think it gonna
crazy.
be?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be alone. It's definitely like some murder. The murder victims, like probably. Yeah, what if he keeps the shoes of the murder victims or some shit? I don't know. He a little creepy, so I think he might.
That's how
That's how he finds.
like trophies, like murder trophies.
Like,
Oh hell!
because he burns their bodies and stuff like that. But like, I feel like he liked it. He liked it a little bit. He wasn't just in for the scientific. He had a little bit of, you know, creepy fetish in there. So he's like, maybe I'll keep some keepsake for doing like that. You know, keep a piece of clothing just so I can relive it. You know, I feel like serial killers are people that do that stuff. Probably
Yeah,
do
that would
you
that
know?
would make sense. Yeah, because it's like the fantasy about it. Yeah, I was just gonna say like fan fiction.
Oh,
I was gonna just say
Ooh,
some-
what did I go?
I was gonna give a goofy answer. You give a real one, and I'm like,
I said, damn.
you went
There's
for
probably
it.
something heinous. She said, hey, it's probably gummy bears. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Really? Yeah, man.
Not the same vibe.
We're on different tracks.
All right, let's go. Let's see what happens.
Rolling
What's
his
in
eyes,
it?
Michael entered the office. Never fully understood how William was able to spend so many hours of his days locked up in here. There was just nothing to do. Most of this place was empty.
He
He dragged
zooted.
himself over to the shelf in the corner, expecting to find an emergency
baked.
contact list, a family safety deposit box. But what he actually found there was completely unexpected.
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be.
The shelf swung open and revealed a giant industrial elevator, one that led
I'll be real with you. If my child sounded like a grown ass man as a teenager, that's scary. I don't know. Father, I found it.
Don't call me father. Call me Dale or something. You know, call me like a different name.
Call
or
me
dad.
Call
Father.
dad. You know, like
Father.
father.
It's like you try to worship me like I'm your Lord. It's like, Father, I'm here.
My Holy
Like, oh.
Spirit. Yes, I found the.
Come, my son. Come, my son. Bow.
Yes, go down.
Let us grow old together.
was straight down into an underground bunker.
Oh.
But that was
Oh.
impossible. Hidden inside his childhood home was a secret entrance to an enormous underground science lair? It didn't make any sense. Seriously, it didn't make any sense. And yet, here it was, mapped directly underneath the floor plan of the house that he'd grown up in. Lost his brother.
That's
in,
hardcore.
being tortured in. Michael thought that he'd known his father.
How much do you think he bought that house for? How much do you think he
Probably,
bought that
you
house
know,
for?
Like 45K, and then probably did some renovations. Like, you know what, bro? Like when the family was out, I guess when he really built it, it had to be when like his son was going to the hospital and everybody was just gone, basically. That's the only thing. Because I feel like that was like months at a time.
Yeah, and like the
And then he
mom
left
ain't
his
doing
son
shit. The
walking
mom is
around.
like dissociating in front of the TV, so it's like she's not even a part of the
She's
picture.
not him. And then he traumatized his son for every night, so he would never leave. So he's not even like thinking about leaving the house. He's just like, well, I got. There's like a little robot zombie monster outside my door, so I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, fuck them
So,
nightmares, bro. Those
All the
nightmares
time,
are
he had all
scary.
the time in the world. Jeez.
A
Damn.
prideful, sad, angry man with petty everyday problems, but clearly he'd been living with a stranger this entire time. His father had secrets.
Damn.
Suddenly, the days of William being locked inside of his office made sense. He'd been here the entire time.
Yeah.
Where was here, though? Was this
Playing his
Circus
Xbox.
Baby's entertainment and rentals? The Circus Baby restaurant always did seem to be a deeply personal project for father. A failure of his that cut unusually deep, especially after that first location had to be closed prematurely due to the gas leaks. After that day,
Gas
father really did seem to change, to lose himself even more in his work. Clearly,
Damn,
the
that's when his
entrance he
daughter
had
died.
found was some sort of secret back way into the facility, one that required crawling through vents to navigate. His father had been
Ooh.
working here, but in secret. Why? And that's
This motherfucker venting Among Us.
I'm literally, I was like, what's that guy up to?
when he found
Yeah.
her. At the end of the facility, Circus Baby, his father's pride and joy. Except something was different about her. She wasn't like the others. The way she talked, the stories she told. This wasn't just a robot. She was alive somehow.
Oh,
and
nah.
not only was she alive, she also felt familiar.
That's your
There's
sister.
something bad inside of me. I'm broken.
Oh.
I can't be fixed. Will you help?
Oh,
Was this his
No.
sister?
That's what I said, his
William's
sister,
baby?
yup.
No.
But
no.
how? Why? What was this place? He dug around some old files and found blueprints outlining the features of these animatronics.
you.
Storage containers, voice mimicking, parental tracking. And was that a child in Freddy's stomach? Was his
Oh.
father collecting and experimenting on kids? Were all the rumors that he'd heard throughout his past actually true? That the animatronics came to life at night? That there were murders done in all the pizzerias? That his father had
yo.
somehow been the
You got like two options. It's either murder suicide or
Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's over.
like
It's over.
like you got to take that man out. He is doing foul shit, or like call the cops or something. Like there's no like listen. If my parents did some whack ass stuff like that, I love my parents. Ain't no
You
way.
going to jail. You
Ain't
going
no
to
way.
jail,
I'm sending your ass there. I'm sending you there.
I'm about to fight you. I'm about to fight you for doing all that low key. Cause you did it like right when I was like, well, you murdered 4 kids when you had kids of your own. 10 kids when you had kids of your own. Insane.
Is that
What's
police
wrong
do
with you?
nothing? I think police will do something if there's an underground fucking layer. I feel
You
like
have evidence of the body. He's like blueprints of putting kids' bodies in robots. Like,
he has blueprints
God.
of putting kids' bodies in robots. I think we can eventually kind of get something going here. Alicia
Please,
would old
somebody-
yell at her own parents for the exactly.
hey,
No,
Hey,
dog,
mhm.
ain't nobody safe. That's babies. Oh hell no.
prime suspect in all of it. Suddenly, Michael's mind flashed back to his persistent nightmares throughout his childhood. Had he been experimented on too? Tears stung in his eyes as anger, fear, and confusion filled his body. His
your nightmares are
father's
fucked.
secrets were pouring out. William wasn't just a lame, overworked
It's like you playing
father. He was
Bioshock
a
1 for the first time.
monster, toying with life.
I'll be real with you. I never played Bioshock.
You never played Bioshock? Oh.
I know there's,
Oh.
like, isn't there like things called Big Daddies in it though?
Yeah, there's like a twist, like a really unique twist of the game. I will never spoil it, but it's really good. It gets you.
Oh, that's cool.
They're doing something like that with like, it sounds similar like what they're doing right here a little bit, but I'll leave that for whenever you want to play that for yourself, Tabby.
Oh, that's fair.
It's
yeah.
good though.
Oh, people are saying they want me to play it. Interesting.
It's a great game.
Suddenly, everything clicked. He frantically looked around the room, blinking human heads on poles, staring back at him. Green eyes, his sister. Blue eyes, his brother. Closed eyes, his mom. All just staring, expectant.
Oh.
He killed his mom too? He killed his mom too?
Where the mom at? What?
Trying to make believable humans, literally rebuilding the family that they had both lost. The small little girl robots with their British accents roaming the hallways of this underground facility suddenly took on a whole new context.
Oh, mom divorced, mom left.
Oh, nah.
And she didn't take the kid?
Mom died. Oh, my. Oh, what? Did they say in the last one? I feel like she was still just. Nah, that's crazy. Damn.
I would have stole that kid in the dead of night.
Shane, get out of here. Oh, my God. This is a crazy video. I'm with it.
Oh, to be fair, her kid got her other kid's head chopped. Oh, that's.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't know. I'll still take the. I'll still take the.
Take at least one of them,
They're like, fuck, there's only one
do
left.
something terrible. But like the other one got eaten. You're the only live one.
Yeah.
Oh God. This is a crazy world.
God damn.
All right.
Hi.
Nope.
Were those meant to be his sister? A replacement for her? A clone?
Ew.
Was William building clones of his sister? They seemed to know him, after all, to react to his presence.
They were all there. They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you.
This motherfucker sounds creepier than Afton.
To his father. Michael's mind
Ew.
reeled as the reality of his world crumbled to dust. No, he had to get them out of there. If this really was his sister, heck, if any of these
freedom
things
boys?
were human, souls, whatever remnant of the humans that they once were, they needed to be rescued.
They always put us back inside. There's nowhere for us to hide here.
Led by the voice of Circus Baby, he marched through the now empty halls of the Funtime Auditorium. He would lead them. He would protect them. And finally, he would be able to forgive himself for the killing of his brother so many years.
Oh! They got his ass!
We're in
Scooper?
the scooping room now.
Huh?
The scooper only hurts for a moment.
What?
They got his ass!
Scooper? What you mean?
That one in the pile of blueprints. Something about heat rendering the magical silver metal inside useless. In reality, prior to getting himself spring-locked and put behind the wall, William's methods had become increasingly sophisticated. With a mechanized arm that could infuse new bodies with a soul, William could finally give and take away life. The only thing he needed were the bodies. But William wasn't the only one looking for bodies, as Michael was about to learn.
But if
What?
we looked like you, then we could hide.
Oh.
If we looked like you, then we would have somewhere to go.
Michael was going to be the hero to help these animatronics, all right. He was going to help the haunted tubes and wires of these animatronics escape, just not in the way that he anticipated. His sister had lied to him. Another game of pretend. The scooper plowed forward, digging its extraction arm into his bones, ripping through his flesh.
Oh no.
Something is wrong with me. I should be dead, but I'm not.
Oh hell no.
What?
For the next several months, Michael's life was not his own. He was forced to comply with the tangle of wires and spirits that lived inside of him. His body felt like an overfilled balloon, begging to burst as day by day,
Oh my
week by
God.
week, his flesh began to sag.
I mean,
That boy green.
oh,
Hey, poor Michael. Man, what they do to my boy? They scooped him. And they were inside of him.
They went inside. They said, "Oh, you putting me in animatronics? Fuck that! I go inside you. Whoopsie daisy."
Oh my! Imagine somebody. What? How do you? What took all the vital organs? And just said, "Yeah, we're gonna live in this meat suit real quick." Oh my god!
Yo, YouTube comments. Put down. They scooped him.
They scooped him.
They
scooped
scooped
my
him.
boy.
They scooped my boy.
Ag and discolor. He was a walking, talking, rotting corpse.
Rotting corpse.
Alive,
Oh my
but wishing
God.
He wasn't. He was a puppet, a walking shell. And while he did his best to conceal his fate, there was only so
Why
much
did it look like
that?
that?
Could do.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be so real with you, Shotty. If I saw a zombie walking in broad daylight, that's my face right there. This one.
He said,
Yeah.
"What? They were smiling before. Now they just said."
Oh,
Something's wrong. Something's wrong with that boy.
I might be this one, the one hiding like Chopper, like have my body hanging out, just looking. That might be me.
We don't know. Does he know that he scooped?
Entity in his
He doesn't
ears
know.
would eventually leave,
Oh!
but
Oh!
at that point the damage had been done. His decaying flesh stank, turning him into a literal
Oh, he's stanky.
guy. But still, even with no bones, even with rotting purple flesh and begging to die, Michael continued to live. That silvery metal remnant injected by the scooper meant that he couldn't die. His anger also refused to die. What he had seen down there in his sister's location had rocked him to his core. His father had killed and
Ooh.
captured dozens. His experiments had killed his sister and then tortured him throughout all his childhood. He was actively trying to build human replicants.
Okay.
He didn't know where his father was, but Michael knew that he was out there somewhere.
Oh, beat his ass.
Living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you.
Michael had to correct for the sins of his father. He had to make things right. Michael would burn
Damn, the only good
Fazbear
guy.
Entertainment to the ground. I mean, what else could you do when your skin was permanently purple? Michael's strategy was simple. He would apply for night security guard positions at the old defunct pizzeria
Oh.
locations. That way, no one ever had to see him or smell him during his shift. And all these old shuttered locations did
Oh
need
my
guards.
God.
Teenage vandals and squatters were always looking to get inside these abandoned buildings, and yet no one ever really wanted to work an overnight graveyard shift unless they were practically out of options. Enter Mike. One by one, he would take on the job of security guard, changing his name each time to ensure that no one was able to follow his paper trail. Once inside, he could tamper with the animatronics and figure out how they worked, writing about his experiences in
Oh,
the security
shit,
logbook.
he's smart
While
as
there,
hell.
He would listen
Damn.
to the old tapes where upper management awkwardly welcomed new recruits to their summer jobs, even though he was working there nowhere near the summer months. He heard the gory details of his father's franchise from
Oh
the
my
outsiders
God.
looking in, confused and afraid about what was happening in the walls around them. Sometimes he would see his brother in the form of the golden Freddy suit. It's me appearing on the walls around him. Except now, there was
Damn.
something else there. He was no longer alone. Another angrier presence was also in
What
the
is
suit.
that?
Two
What the
spirits were
fuck?
forced to share the
Oh,
suit.
two
The
spirits
golden
sharing the
Freddy
same
would
body.
attack him now.
Yeah.
It was aggressive. Its vengeance wanted to lash out at anyone with the afternoon.
Oh,
Anyone who
no.
wore a security guard outfit. Over time, Mike worked his way through the old restaurants.
Oh, that makes so much sense because like kind of the same thing happened to even Mike, right? When he had the multiple souls in him, and then he
Oh,
started to get
yeah.
really like insane aggression and like because he had to share it
Yeah.
within the other. Yeah.
Share his body. They were playing with his man's suit. They put him in the meat suit, and then they jumped out of his body into a sewer. What?
And-
He's just like, I have no bones, but I can't die. This is
Oh,
insane.
This is no. That's.
This is
I think the thing that like tears me up though is like he became a flesh tuber. So funny. Actually, I'm gonna leave it on that note and keep playing. God damn, that's too funny.
The original pizzeria, the bigger, better Freddy Fazbear's. He spent weeks there looking for clues as to his father's whereabouts. And each time at the end of his week shift, he would then set the location on fire. Remnant can't survive high temperatures after all. So burning away whatever spirit-laden animatronics that still existed inside seemed like a winning strategy. All this revisiting of his past, though, was causing the nightmares to begin again. Hallucinations that
shit.
brought him back to his
Oh.
childhood. The guilt around
Dang.
killing his brother. His dreams were oddly
Poor
mixed with the
Mike,
shrill
man.
phone calls of the security guards.
Oh
But
man, those beds must stank though, because he got
He
rotting
must,
flesh. Ugh.
Ooh.
Oh, that.
Hey, I don't even think about that. I'm glad they didn't put a graphic. They just left him purple.
Yep.
worth it in the end.
Jesus.
The goal was to eventually stumble across the one location, the one job that would finally reunite him with his father. Little did Mike know that that day would come sooner than he expected. 2023, an advertisement came across Mike's TV, Fazbear Frights, a new horror attraction inspired by the awful crimes that occurred around Freddy Fazbear's Pizza so many years ago. It
Not
made
to kinda
Mike
monetize
sick.
it.
People looking to make a quick buck buck off the tragedy of others, off his own
True.
family. This wasn't a
Yeah,
joke
that's
or
really messed up.
entertainment.
Yeah.
Regardless, he had to be a part of it. If this team was combing through his family's history, they might stumble across something that could be useful. And if his father was truly still alive as he suspected, there would be no way that he wouldn't show up here. Maybe finally, this could be the final chapter in his family's marathon of tragedy. Mike applied for the job and was immediately handed the keys. Years of doing this had taught him that security guards rarely receive thorough security checks. They also
All
like
right.
to
Looks human is crazy.
on theme for the job. What little they knew.
Hey, glad you came back for another night. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time.
For weeks, there was nothing. But just as Mike considered giving up, he received the call that he'd been waiting for
Oh, shit.
for years.
You're not gonna believe this. We found one. A real one.
Could this finally
real
begin?
one?
Sure enough,
Real
there
what?
it was. William inside his iconic golden Bonnie
Oh,
screenwashed suit, only
shit!
now it was green and decaying with age. And there they were,
Look at
a
'em.
small family of broken men finally reunited. It's been a long time, Dad. Mike had always struggled with the phantoms of his past haunting him.
Hold up. Father.
Ooh.
Father.
Father, I've
Father.
come. I've done all you asked. I researched the document. I know how to create a soul. I am
Now, all
the remnant.
Okay, yeah. Motherfucker just started changing the plot real quick. That's crazy.
the animatronics he had encountered over the past months, hopping from pizzeria to pizzeria, suddenly sprang to life. Their burned faces haunting him as he tried to keep track of his father on the
Flashbang.
cameras. It would seem that William's mere presence had put the spirits on high alert. Ultimately, they were harmless, more annoying than anything else. But there was one that felt different from the others. One that was more than just a mere phantom. The security puppet. If he looked at the cameras at just the right moment, he could see it floating there through the halls. He could even see its reflection in the water pooled on the ground.
Oh,
It would
shit.
seem like he wasn't the only one there on a mission. While he was dealing with Springtrap, Michael assumed that this one was likely dealing with the spirits of this place, finally setting them to rest. Hopefully this means a happier day for all of us, Mike thought to himself. And in that moment, he felt the air.
Motherfucker, no.
Ooh.
No, we got it.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
oh, good. No, Mike.
No, Mike.
No,
No, Mike. No.
Mike.
Don't start trusting now. This is. I told
Mikey.
y'all on stream, right? I told y'all on stream earlier this stream. I said, don't trust nothing. All right? Don't trust hope is a bitch. Do not have hope.
Around him release, like pressure being let out of a bottle. The building sighed, as if 5 spirits had finally been allowed to move on.
Oh, I
He
thought
had
he
the
was
sense that
dead.
his brother was a part of them. He rigged the wiring inside the building to misfire, and the dry, desiccated walls erupted in flames.
Do you think this guy just likes like arson, bro?
He's a little arsonist, I ain't gonna lie. He burned like 5 of them damn restaurants already. I'm like, damn, brother. Like the first one's okay, but like 4 of them? 4 more?
We just keep burning. Burn,
He said,
baby,
"It's to
burn.
release the remnant."
Except it was not. Somehow,
Oh.
through sheer force of will, Afton remained.
What
He
is
had
this guy
survived,
made of?
and Mike would need to
Dude, this golden Bonnie suit.
Goddamn Terminator.
This is crazy,
Kill this
bro.
guy.
Yeah.
For Sarah Connor.
This is crazy. Oh my
find a new way of
god.
finishing off his father. Luckily, the solution would present itself later that year. Not from Mike, but from another victim that had been left in his father's wake.
We're talking about becoming a Fazbear Entertainment franchisee, restaurant ownership and management, something almost anyone can do with a limited degree of success. You are now the face of the newly rebranded Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Fazbear Entertainment as a brand had been closed for years. William had been stuck in a suit and a wall. The only person who legally could bring the franchise back was Henry, but he'd largely pulled out of the franchise around the time of his father's disappearance. Something was up.
W.
Surely this had to be some kind of a trick, right? Mike, doing what he did best, applied for a franchise and immediately got the job. There was just one thing out of the ordinary. Paragraph 4.
If you are playing this tape, that means that not only have you been checking outside at the end of every shift, as you were instructed to do, but also that you have found something that meets the criteria of your special obligations under paragraph 4.
No employment
Special
contract he'd ever signed
What?
required him
What?
to keep special lookout for independently moving animatronics outside the restaurant. Now he
Outside?
knew something was up here. Henry was luring them all
What?
back. Rather than trying to go to them, like Mike had done for years, Henry was doing the opposite. He was putting
Oh shit! Is that
Wow.
because
He
the
was
soul?
learning how to-
Remember the souls left his body? Did those souls go back into those other animatronics and then come back?
It could because they left the I think they left in like the sewer thing, right? So like he never got them back after like that incident like years ago. So I guess he is trying to circus baby and all the other whatever
Yeah.
the hell the other ones are. Oh my god.
Holy shit, that's fucked up.
putting
He's trying to do like
them all
Avengers
under the same
collab.
roof. He was finishing them off for good. Mike knew this wasn't meant to be a restaurant. It was meant to be a prison, a
Oh.
containment vessel, a locked box meant to trap them all in so they could finally end the madness. It took a few
W,
nights,
Mike.
but eventually everyone was there. His father, the puppet, the robot
Oh,
spaghetti.
chat says these are the ones he missed. Okay. All right.
Damn.
And if chat's wrong, then y'all get mad at chat, not me. Thank you.
Let's go.
Let's
Violated his
go.
body and his sister, now hopelessly devoted to serve the man that had once gotten her killed. It was time. He had been instructed to seal the doors and leave, but while he locked everything down, he didn't move on. If this was truly meant to be the end, if the remnant needed to be washed away, he needed to be a part of that.
This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace and perhaps more waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you.
Yes,
sir.
Get his ass.
And with that,
Hey, Henry
died,
Goat.
with all of them trapped inside of a literal box. As the flames danced around the office, Mike, for the first time in decades, was happy. But William wasn't gone yet. Although the darkest pit of hell
what is this guy doing?
This Looney Tunes ass.
Kill this guy,
Oh
please.
my god. He just keeps living.
I always come back.
Hey, shut up.
Oh my god.
Shut up.
open and
Go to
waiting for
hell.
him, something or someone wouldn't allow him to move on. Instead, he found himself locked in moments from his past. The pizzeria, his son's room, his underground bunker. It was as if his brain's neurons were all firing at once, overloaded, mixing and matching all his biggest fears, regrets, failures.
Oh,
what
shit.
was this place? How did he get here? He called out into the silence.
Oh my god.
Then they started.
Okay.
Without warning, animatronics, both new and old, began to jump out.
Isn't that
Yeah.
hold on, can we just go back?
That was scary actually. That was good.
As the flames surrounded office, Mike for the first time in decades was happy.
First time in decades, was happy. But William wasn't gone yet. Although the darkest pit of hell was open and waiting for him, something or someone wouldn't allow him to move on. Instead, he found himself locked in moments from his past.
Oh, okay, I got confused by the purple. So I thought for a second that
That Mike
that
was
was
still
Mike.
alive.
And then I got confused because he was yelling Mike. And I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, I realized it. Okay, now I got it. That's my bad. Okay, thank you for letting me go back.
His son's room, his underground bunker. It was as if his brain's neurons were all firing at once, overloaded.
Oh my
mixing
god,
and
the guests
matching all
torture
his biggest
him.
Fears, regrets,
Yes, sir.
failures. What was this
Yeah.
place? How did he get
Hell,
here?
brother.
Called out into
Yes.
silence.
Burn. That is sick.
You ain't getting help,
Then they
bitch.
started coming. Without warning, animatronics, both new and
Oh,
old,
yeah.
began to jump out at
Yeah.
him, bite,
Yeah.
ripping limb from limb. The pain was
Rip 'em
immeasurable.
up.
Make it
Tear it
stop.
up,
Make
tear it up,
stop.
tear it up,
William,
tear it
up.
for the
Stop,
first
nah.
time,
Rip his head
longed
off.
for death, an end
Nah.
to this torture.
Nah, you
Just
keep-
as it felt like he
keep
couldn't
going.
take it anymore, everything was quiet again. It was as if the world had been reset. There was a brief moment of quiet, and then the onslaught began again. Dozens
Yes.
of voices from his past all focused on him. A waking nightmare that he couldn't
Fuck
escape
him up.
from. More pain, more ripping. It was his own personal hell, but why? Why couldn't he just die? And then he saw them, a group of characters he never thought he'd see again. Those janky, stolen characters that had started everything. The mediocre melodies. It had all started to go wrong once they showed up. Once Henry had made them. But mixed in with their obnoxious
I'm gonna be so real with you. Why wouldn't you call them like the marvelous melodies? Why would you call them
The
mediocre?
Marvel mediocre melodies is crazy. Yeah, that's your own creation. I mean,
Why would you call it mediocre? When
Hey,
you're
that's-
gonna
that's
name
you.
it.
the bite of '93.
southern drawls,
Okay.
William heard something else. It was barely a whisper, but he could just make out the words.
He tried to release you. He tried to release us. But I'm not gonna let that happen. I will hold you here. I will keep you here. No matter how many times they burn us.
What are these?
He knew that voice, but from where?
Holy
The one he
fuck.
shouldn't have killed.
Who
William thought
is this?
He'd done a lot of awful things, but there was always the one that stood out. Not Charlie, his drunken act of revenge. Not Susie, his first true murder. No. Instead, it was the one that he had lost control with. The one that he had broken beyond repair for no good reason other than because he...
Oh my god!
What?
The other dude's son! Into Al! Oh!
His victim?
Could. The one that he'd stuffed inside the golden bear that his partner used to wear. Cassidy. They were back, and now they were trying to punish him, to make him suffer like he'd made them suffer.
Oh,
It was
daughter.
almost
That's not
like
bad.
William and
Cassidy.
Cassidy's souls
Yeah,
had been
that was a
locked
son.
together, fused by a collective rage and spite, each refusing to move on. But while Cassidy was so focused on taking revenge, they actually did the one thing that would be the downfall for so many others. They kept William alive. Even though fire should
Damn.
have destroyed the remnant that was coursing through his being, Cassidy kept William breathing, paving the way for his escape. William's will was so strong, his soul so powerful that he managed to put a part of himself inside the circuitry that housed the spring-locked suit. And there, his consciousness lay, inside a single circuit board, waiting for someone to find him and set him free. A person that no one would suspect. Okay, so a bit of a shorter chunk, but an important one as we shift perspectives to Mike and tell his side of the story. And with FNAF VR, AR, and security breach...
Wait, fuck off, wait. You didn't tell us. Waiting for someone to set him...
He's stuck. He's stuck in... So Mike died for nothing?
That man got scooped!
Cassie, you dumbass! What are you doing?
God damn it!
Yeah, this is why you got murdered.
Okay, so a bit of a shorter chunk, but an important one as we shift perspectives to Mike and tell his side of the story.
deserve to
And
get
with
scooped
FNAF
again.
VR, AR, and security breach having so much to explain, I didn't want to rush through things by trying to cram it all in here. Don't worry, I know you've all been patient. The final video is happening on March 25th. That is locked. It is getting ready to go. Trust me, I want this thing to be over and done with as much as you. I am not just stretching it out for the views. But before we wrap up for the day, I did want to talk about the big Orville...
I mean, shit, how many views you got on this?
Hey,
Oh, you got 7.9 mil.
Hey, you gotta eat it. Stretch it out one more time.
Fuck it, make it 40 minutes, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of cool. I didn't mind the last one.
So this is why I'm too honest with my community. I fucking love money. You feel me? I just tell them it flat out. Listen, okay? Money's awesome. I ain't gonna play with you. If you want to give me money, hell yeah. Like I said.
like $3.
Oh yeah, I'm never gonna do that dumb shit where it's like, oh my god, I need it. Please help me. No, I ain't gonna be like that. Fuck that. But if you got that money, you got big ass bags. You know, feel free to hook a girl up. But I ain't like, you know.
Help me.
Yeah. You know, just keep it a real
in
shit.
the room, Mike's quest for revenge.
I do be Nami
Notice that I
IRL.
was vague
That's
about the dates,
facts.
and there's a good reason for that. I don't know him. There is no good way for me to make him fit in. Here's what I do know. We know with a high amount of certainty that Michael Afton is the character that we play as up until Ultimate Custom Night. Mike Schmidt and Fritz Smith, the security guards for FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 respectively, get fired for, quote, tampering with the animatronics and odor. So weird connection between the two of them, right? But now, look at the phantom animatronics that are haunting us in FNAF 3. They use models from both FNAF 1 and FNAF 2, meaning whoever is sitting in that security guard chair, Fazbear Frights, they have to have seen both locations and their animatronics. And that's not all.
Video
Their
lagging for me a
designs
little
are
bit.
burnt.
Oh.
It's a weird
I'll just
It's like
refresh.
weirdly laggy. It's like the stream, not like this video. It's like the Discord screen shares. Like it's like tearing.
Is it
It's like
better? Better now?
I'm like, damn. Let me it might be my internet. 1 minute.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, let me see. But now it's just blank. God. Now you come back. It's blank for me.
Okay, someone in chat goes, give her money so she can spend $100 on water. Okay, so for context to people wondering about that, I did do that, but it was towards building wells in Africa on stream.
Alright.
That was what it was towards. That was $100 towards water, but at least give the context, please. Like, goddamn.
I'm in. I'm back.
All right.
I'm free.
Custom Night. Mike Schmidt and Fritz Smith, the security guards for FNAF 1
It looks
and
good,
FNAF
right?
2 respectively, get
Yeah.
fired for, quote, tampering with the animatronics and
I went back a
odor.
little bit
so
for you.
Weird connection between the two of them,
good.
right? But now, look at the phantom animatronics that are haunting us in
Oh
FNAF
my
3.
God.
They use models from both FNAF 1 and FNAF 2, meaning whoever is sitting in that security guard chair, Fazbear
Come on, I
Frights,
got a genuine question. Would you play all the FNAF games I just sit with you and call watching? Because I can't play them. Like, I can't physically play them. I'll just bitch out. But would you do
I
it?
mean, yeah. I mean, I'd be scared. I mean, I'm not really that good at them, but like, it'd be a while. But I could do it. I could do it. I could do it. I played two. I still have 2 in Ultimate Custom Night. Ultimate Custom Night's free. I played 2. Like, I got to like night 3 on 2. I think. I just can't. Like. I think they're just too fast. I don't know what I gotta do. Some moments, but. let me
Okay, hear me out. People watching this video, if this video gets, let's say, 2,500 likes, we will start playing Five Nights at Freddy's games. And by we, I mean him, because I won't move. But I will sit in the chair and watch with a full screen in a dark room. I will commit, and it'll be out of my hands, and I will cry in fear. Deal?
Deal, deal, guys.
They have to have seen both locations and their animatronics. And that's not all. Their designs are burnt. It's a weird detail in the game, and it's something that the character encyclopedia repeatedly calls attention to. The burned texture for these phantom animatronics. Why is that so unusual, though? Fazbear Frights is the first time in the franchise that we hear about anything burning down. From that point on in the story, it's like the characters turn pyro and are suddenly setting fires left and right. But for the first 3 games, nothing ever catches fire. The animatronics are just moved or repurposed in some way. So when did they burn? And why would our security guards see them as being burned? Someone has to have been going location to location, setting these places on fire, purging the sins of the past.
Oh, so there's be Mike again,
playing as
right?
Mike and sister location in FNAF 6 based on the in-game dialogue. And in FNAF 4, there's an Easter egg where we can hear the phone call from night 1 of FNAF 1, meaning that whoever's in that bedroom has heard the recording as a security guard. We also know that Mike has seen the nightmare animatronics based on his drawings in the security logbook. So overall, there is solid evidence that connects all of FNAF's 1 through 6. You'll also notice how the character encyclopedia doesn't have a page for Mike Gaffney. This thing has a page for Chocolate Bunny Bonnie, but not Michael. Some tells me they don't want us to confirm how many games he's been in, because that would confirm too much of the theory. In short, this gives us an incredibly compelling...
It'd be actually even cooler if the whole book was written, it was supposed to be meant to, like, I mean, this is probably a little crackhead theory. It'd be kind of cool if, like, their whole idea of not putting a page in for Michael was because they wanted to feel like he's the one who wrote down everything, because he had the journal where he's writing all the information about the animatronics, and he was studying them.
True. I mean, he did. He basically did, yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably the one who authored the journal. I don't know if they ever said that. But I mean, that is his journal. I think he has the from the night. They said he had the nightmare drawings in it, right? So
yeah,
still want him into it. He didn't put himself in it because he's like the one doing it. Oh, yeah,
exactly.
That makes sense.
Complete narrative. Mike as our protagonist and William, his father, as our antagonist. Mike accidentally kills his brother in Fredbear's mouth, which begins our story and sets William down his pathway of destruction. Mike is then haunted by the guilt of his past and is looking to make things right across the rest of the games. In Sister Location, he learns what his father's been up to and realizes what he has to do to correct it. After failing to finish the job in FNAF 3, he ultimately helps Henry end it all in FNAF 6. It is great. It is a clean narrative. There is just one problem: timing. Mike's quest can't really start until he's been down to Sister Location, seen Baby, and gotten himself scooped. That's when he finds out about Afton's secret life. It's also when
gotten himself scooped is a crazy line.
He said, "We got him." What do they take? How do they scoop you out? Like they just take all your bones out, like just like
they scooped that man. That's exactly what they did. They just
and how do they just jump into you like a meat suit, just like, oh, we got him, boys.
It's because of the wire in his shit, bro. That's why they got him. But that's just a theory, an Alicia theory. Hell yeah.
And they spit him. Then he just crumbles and spits him out. He's like, "Ugh, delicious."
He's gonna start to smell because, you know, he's a walking, talking, rotting corpse. And we know that he's not going down into the bunker until the Funtime animatronics have been made, Freddy's has been closed, and Afton is out of the picture. That all should be happening post-1993, after William is sealed behind a wall. But that then presents us with a few problems. Afton has already dismantled the original animatronics as we see in the FNAF 3 minigames. How are those things getting burned if they're already deconstructed? But more importantly, we see FNAF 2 paychecks with the date 1987. That is way earlier than I think it can be. To be fair, Fritz Smith's pink slip on night 7 doesn't have a date, but it's a bit weird to say that the first few nights are in 1987 and then employee number 3 is hired on years after the restaurant closes. Anyway, just wanted to call that out because I don't have a solid answer for it, and I'd love to see your comments down below. And with that, my friends, this chapter...
I would like to know someone's theory on that too. I feel like...
That's crazy, yeah. How that makes sense, the timeline even makes sense a little bit. It's like, these events seem like they happen in this order, but the game is not like I think all the lore for the game was like made after these things, so like it's a little confusing to even put together because the books and the novels were like, I guess, done years later to connect everything back, but like I think they weren't like analogous, so it's like it makes no sense. Like why is it? But the way MapPad puts it, feels like, yeah, that's probably like 100%. I feel like it's just like a little continuity error, I guess. Maybe.
3 is hired on years after the restaurant closes. Anyway, just wanted to call that out because I don't have a solid answer for it.
Maybe you gotta read the whole timeline.
Comments down below. And with that, my friends, this chapter comes to a close. We'll see you on March 25th for the
75
grand
videos
finale
later
as we cover the final 3 games in the franchise and the controversial answers we think solves.
He would milk that for so many views, though. Holy shit!
I mean,
you know how much money he would get.
I mean, Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to figure out this game lore. This is like confusing as hell, actually.
Yeah.
Because if you put like the events and like all the data, it's like it seems like oh this happened after this, and like you try to put the game lore into it, it's like the game doesn't make any sense actually. The game is just supplementary. Yeah, at this point, the books are where everything's at. Damn.
Someone in chat goes, also, I still think that Afton got sealed in 1985 and not 93.
93 is crazy.
That's such a massive.
When did his daughter get scooped? That 93 too?
I feel like if we start to draw a timeline, we could start to maybe. I don't know. He has a whole team that makes these videos, though. If there's a timeline, he definitely wrote it out with them. So it's like.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Those games were trying to tell us. Until then, my Faz heads, remember! Even though Afton kinda succeeded in being brought back to life, gotta admit, he's still looking a little bit on the dry, dehydrated side.
Lotion,
Those 3 fires and being dead for a decade will tend to do that to ya. Fortunately, thanks to today's sponsor, Era, I think we can help him out. With the hydration thing, not the whole burning alive thing. You guys know-
I'm gonna just do his ad read really quick for him because it's gonna be a super long ad read. Air Up is a scent-based drink, so you can just drink water out of your water bottle. When you pull the top nozzle, it allows you to smell the scent. Thus, your scent is associated with your water, and it feels like you're drinking something else. For example, you can get a watermelon one, and it'll taste like you're drinking watermelon juice because of how sensory works. So if you want to get Air Up bottle, link in the description is to his video. You can use his link and all that good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna do his ad read really quick for him because it's his video, but his ad read looks super long at the end, so I just wanted to just do that for him instead. Anyways, I'm not sponsored by Air Up, by the way. This is just for his own video. Thanks for watching. We super duper appreciate you. Thanks for all your love and support always. And also check out Koma. Koma's channel will be linked in the description too. I know some of you guys wanted me to do this series solo because you guys know that for deep dives I get super engaged and super into it when I'm solo. I'm just gonna say it flat out, I'm having a lot of fun having him here, and it makes me happy, and it sometimes convinces me to get out of bed because, as people know on stream, I'm someone who has depression and anxiety, so sometimes I can't get out of bed, and my medications got increased. So Koma helps a lot with just getting me the fuck out of bed sometimes, because I'm obligated to do so. So, I know that some people feel like, oh, Alicia, you're more focused when you're alone, but I don't like being alone all the time. Recording videos alone all the time kind of sucks, and I'm really happy to have my friend here, so I hope you guys are supportive of that. And it's cool. If you prefer watching videos where I'm solo, just go ahead and watch those. You don't need to watch this one. It's okay. I'm not here to be like, how dare you not watch it with my friends? It's cool. If you prefer my solo content, watch my solo content. If you don't like me with other people, you don't have to watch me with other people. It's cool. It's whatever you want to do. I just want to say thank you for watching. For those of you guys who stayed this long, thank you for being so supportive. And if you choose not to, that's totally fine too. I hope you enjoyed the other videos on the channel. I'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.